All right, folks, welcome to my channel. Come with me to Thailand. Listen, it's hard to make videos about this topic right now, but I'm kind of keeping you updated on my process of moving from the U.S. to Thailand. As of now, I'm sitting in Murphy, North Carolina, where I basically rented an Airbnb in that downtime between. I just moved out of my house yesterday, so everything in my house back in Georgia is gone, with the exception of a couple bags of stuff back here in the back, and then some things that are going to stay at my family's house here in the States. Now, with that said, I'm going to be doing Airbnbs for about a month and a half, 2 months. Good news, that's right, this is one of the best feelings of freedom that I've ever had in my life. When that passport comes, it's one of the most amazing times I've ever checked the mail. When I got that package, I was so freaking excited. But anyway, passport's here. I'm out of my house. I'm officially homeless. I'm not broke. I got money. I could stay places. I'm pretty much gonna do like Airbnbs. I might go see some family. I've got some family on the West Coast I'll see, and I'll keep tabs on that. I just wanted to keep you folks updated on the process. It's really a hard process. It's harder than you think, and that's why I'm logging this, because saying your goodbyes, I've got 2 older kids. Saying your goodbyes is hard. Friends and families, I don't have a whole lot of friends and family. A lot of my family lives up here in North Carolina, but I haven't officially said, my goodbyes to them yet, but I will. But selling everything you've got and narrowing it down to just some important documents and a couple, bags of clothes and stuff, that's hard. And so the last few days has been hard, and as of yesterday, officially moved out of my house yesterday. So with that said, I'm staying on, kind of winging it for about a month and a half, 2 months. Probably the end of April is when we're looking. Today is March 7th. Beautiful day, 60 degrees right now up here in the mountains of North Carolina. But with that said, things are still in motion. This cannot be turned around. And I have to be honest, I actually like this. This has been a huge burden. Moving out of the house was a big step for me, because that puts things in motion, which things were already in motion, but it puts things in motion for real. It makes it real. And there's really no anxiety that I have, to be honest. Like, I have no anxiety about things to come. Like, I feel like this, and I'm going to go a little spiritual. I believe in God. I believe in the Most High. I believe in our Creator. And I believe that He has a purpose for us. And when we are aligned with that purpose, things will just fall into place, and it will be easy. Damn near impossible. Now, will you have to trust in Him, in His timing? Yeah, absolutely. Things will change at the last minute, but I believe that God's going to open doors and show you the way, and things are just going to naturally fall into place the way they are supposed to. So with that said, folks, trust your gut. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There's no fear that I have. Very few doubts, but confidence is overwhelming when it comes to this. Like, this is going to work. I have no fear when it comes to making this work, when it comes to a plan. Make sure that you hire a financial advisor to handle your money, because I need money to grow here in the States. So basically, most of my money is going to stay here in the States, and I've actually met with a few different financial advisors, and these are the people that you're going to trust to be the custodians of your money. So make sure that you choose wisely. And this is basically my plan: is if I can get 8 to 10% growth for 3 years, that's it. Easy enough. And I'm not saying that's going to happen for 3 years, but it's possible. And if it does, in 3 years, I will be fully set for the rest of my life. So I don't need much. And just growing it that much for a couple of years will give me enough to live off the interest, if you will, of that seed money. Now, you got to do your research and do your homework. There's different ways to invest, and it depends on how flexible you are. The longer you can leave that money alone, the better off you will be. And this is kind of my plan. And folks, you got to step outside of the box. In Thailand, things are so much cheaper. Things are almost 10 to 1, like ratio wise. Like $1 million here, like what $1 million will buy you here, 100,000 will buy you there. That's kind of what I'm saying. So you have to kind of look at things like that. Now, there are some discrepancies in that. That's not foolproof, but basically, rent is about 1/10 of what you pay here for the equivalent setup, if you will. But it's just what it is. You just got to think outside the box like this, and it's very possible. I think a lot of people don't realize how easy this is, and why you should do this possibly. If you're in the States and you've kind of reached a dead end and you want to step outside of your shell, step outside of your box, go see new things, go see the world, do it. Don't let nothing hold you back. I went and saw some friends yesterday, I got to be honest. And for the most part, everyone's been very supportive, overwhelmingly. Even my own kids were very supportive, overwhelming. But one of the girls I've known her for about 15 years. I mean, just question after question, just of doubt. You know, what are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about it? I was like, listen, I got this, you know? And she was just naming off, renegading 100,000 reasons of why not to go. You know what I'm saying? And this is how people typically think. People are afraid to let things go in life. And you got to understand, everything in life is temporary. Everyone in your life is temporary. That doesn't mean you treat people bad. No, you treat people well as long as they're in your life. But you understand, like a lot of my friends I grew up with, they live all over the country. Some live across the world. Some of them are married. They got kids. I don't talk to them or see them very often, if at all. So that's what I'm saying. Like, nothing's permanent, and you should not make permanent decisions based on temporary things in your life. You know what I'm saying? Realize that everything is temporary. And that way you move in a way that you need to move, and you can't hold on to things that you need to hold on to, especially too many people hold on to things for a lot longer than they should, including myself. I did as well. I held on to hope and things that were never going to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing's changing. It's actually getting worse, in my opinion. So don't be afraid to let things go, to let people go. Doesn't mean you're like, fuck you, get out of here. No, say your goodbyes, man, and live your life. You are in charge of your life and your own happiness. And you know within your heart, within your core, what you need to do to bring out the best in you. Whatever that takes. If that means you move to Siberia, move to fucking Siberia. If that means that you stay here, or you move across town, you move across the states or across the country, you do that. If that means that you have to sell everything and sacrifice everything for a couple of years and for your plan to grow some money or invest in a business, do it. No one knows but you. But you know deep down in the core of your heart what you have to do to bring out the best in you, to bring out that inner person in you that wants to get out. We all know what I'm talking about. So don't be afraid of it. Pull the trigger, make it happen, folks. Listen, that doesn't mean move to Thailand, but maybe it does. For me, that's what it is. And listen, I'm open-minded enough to believe maybe I don't like it over there, but I've got 2 other backup plans, contingencies. I've got Bali and the Philippines. I will try each of these countries out if I don't like it there. So there are other options. It's just a whole new world opens up just being in that part of the world. Like you could literally go to like Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, China's a 2-hour flight. I'm not going to live in China, but I mean, you can go, there's India, there's a ton of places in that same vicinity. And, like, you can't be afraid of it, man. Go out there and see what the fuck this world has to offer. This world is huge. It is big. And it's there for us all to go out there and take the adventure and to see what it has to offer us. And the thing is when you're in that place and you're lined up with your purpose, your divine purpose, whatever that is for you, everything will fall into place and you'll know it without a doubt. So, folks, listen, be encouraged. Don't be afraid. I was just providing an update. Things are good. Things are in motion. I'm looking at about another month and a half, and bye-bye. Here we are. But things can't go back at this point. I officially don't have a home right now. I'm just, like I said, I'm doing Airbnbs for a couple months. I might stay with some family and travel. I don't even know. I'm just literally winging it. But I've got money. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about that. I just don't know what tomorrow brings, and I kind of like that. It's kind of exciting for me. It lets me wake up with a new day and embrace the unknown. I fucking love it. That's just me personally. But anyway, I just wanted to provide an update. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. I can't wait to get over there and start uploading some good content about what it's like over there. With that said, I love y'all, and I'm signing out.